فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان. The sky breaking apart. Verse 37 is talking about a big change in the sky. When the sky breaks apart, inshaqqat, we have also one surah, Surah al-Inshiqaq, right? Al-Inshiqaq means to split or to break apart. So can you imagine that the sky will break apart and it turns red like melted paint? This verse talks about something amazing and a bit scary that will happen on that day. The sky we see now will break apart and change. It will turn bright red like melted crayons or glowing paint. This helps us imagine how big and special that day will be. The sun, moon, the stars, earth, and even the sky will all change in a huge way. Things we can't even dream of happening now will actually happen then. But the good thing is there is another ayah which says, "Ala inna awliya Allahi la khawfun alayhim wa lahum yahsanun." The friends of Allah, they have no fear and no sadness. So they will be safe from all the scary things and worries and tensions on that day. After talking about that sign of the day of judgment and what happens on the day and then before the day of Qiyamah, again this ayah repeats, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Then which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? You might ask, oh, I think this ayah should not be after that ayah because that splitting the sky, how can that be a blessing? So why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says this ayah after that ayah? That is not talking about a blessing. It just talks about the sky will split. But if you think deeply, you will understand that that is also a blessing. This question is asked many, many times in this special book. It's like a kind reminder from Allah. Even when Allah tells us about the big important day that is coming, it's a gift. It gives us a chance to think about our actions, say sorry for mistakes, and get ready. So all of this is happening. Who else knows about it? Does like all the people who are walking on the street, they know about this? No, they don't. Only we know because we are reading Quran, because we read this surah. We know that, we hear this, so now we can prepare ourselves. So that is a blessing. It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's warning are actually good gifts for us. They help us wake up and learn to do good things. This way, we can be ready for that important day before it's too late. And I told you, if we are friends of Allah, we will be safe and protected on that day. On that day, no one will be questioned. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ لَا يُسْأَلُ عَنْ ذَنْبِهِ إِنسٌ وَلَا جَانٌ. So you know ins means human, jan means jinns. Everything is clear. Why there is no questioning? Because everything is clear. On that special day, no one, not a person, not nor a jinn, will be asked about their mistakes. Why no question on this day? Everything will be very clear. Everyone will see what they did, good or bad. It will be obvious. And the day of judgment is a very long day with different parts. In some parts, no question are asked. In other parts, your own hands and feet might even speak up. So you might say, oh no, I have heard that there is question and answer also on the day of judgment. We will be asked about what we did with our youth, what we did with our power, what we did with our money. Yes. So as you see, it says that there are stages. So in one stage, everybody, so you look at a person, you see that the person is a good person or bad person. So no speaking needed. By just one look, you will understand what was in his life, right? Everything clear. But there is another stage that we are accountable. We are responsible to answer. So we will be questioned, like, how did you use your money? How did you pray? Like the salat is something that they ask us. Did you pray? All your prayers are done. Did you do your wajib actions like wajib fast? Did you do your wajib hajj? The wajibat will be asked. And if there is any mistake, they will ask us. How did you earn money? How did you use your money? how did you treat your parents? All these things will be asked. So as you see here in the tafsir, it says that yes, at one stage there is question, and in another stage there is no question. But I think the reason for this is because everything is clear. Different moments. Sometimes there will be careful questions. Each part of the day is a bit different and happens in its own way. All right. So look at this. It also approves the message of the previous ayah. يُعْرَفُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ. Mujrim means bad people. Sima means their face, their look. It means that the bad people will be known by their look. Faces show who is who. You look at the person, you say, oh, that person has done those sins. He doesn't speak to you, but you understand. Bad people will be known by how they look, and they will be held by their hair and their feet. This part gets a little scary for people who are not careful, basically. But again, I keep repeating this. Ala inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa lahum yahsanun. Be aware that the friends of Allah, there is no fear for them and they are not going to be upset. On that special day, no one needs to say if they did something wrong. The bad people will just look bad. Their faces might look sad or scared. But the good people will look happy and bright, like their faces are shining. It doesn't talk about the skin color. No, there might be very good people who are like the face. I mean, their skin color is black, but they are good, so they are shining.
Have
So there might be also. So it's not talking about the white or black. No, it talks about the shining, because the good people are shining, right?
I is somebody there's a stopwatch on the top. I don't know if it's like
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, let's continue.
oh
Uh,
I know I just saw it. It says that it's Elise. Somebody doing the
yeah,
time.
someone is opening uh, yeah, this the timer. It would be very easy to tell the difference, just like the Quran tells us. And again, this is also for the criminals, for the bad people. هذه جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون. The place they didn't believe in, they will see it on that day. And they will be told that this is the really hot place that some people used to say. It's not real. They used to make fun. They used to say, no, these are just stories. There is no Jahannam. There is no hellfire. There is no such thing. No one told us. There is no cartoon, or there is no video. There is no Disney animation about a hellfire. So we don't believe in it. So they used to mock, and they didn't believe. And then they will be sad. Yes, this is the one that you used to deny. The very tough consequences that some people didn't believe in are now right in front of them, showing that they were indeed real. And the next ayah 44, hot and cold. They will go back and forth between this hot place and super hot water, heated to the highest level. So they are just doing, yatufun, yatufun. This is with the yellow, and it's also color coded in the meaning. It means that they keep switching. Tawaf. We do tawaf around the Kaaba, right? Tawaf means when you are going around something. So these people also, they are doing tawaf between hot place and super hot water, between Jahannam and Hamim. So they are just switching. I mean, they circling, doing tawaf between burning flames and boiling water in a never ending cycle of pain. That's very, very scary. May Allah save us. May Allah keep us away from all these punishments. May Allah make us among the good people. And not only us, our families, our friends, and all the uh, Muslimin and Muslimat, Mu'minin and Mu'minat, all the good people, may Allah save them. Quran has um, a sunnah, like has an approach. The approach is anytime there is a mention of the hellfire, right after it, there is a mention of heaven. So next ayah, the title, the topic totally shifts into the good people. Look at the next ayah. It talks about the good people and the heaven. It says, وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. Two special gardens for good kids. Good people, not only good kids, but because I said that I told Gama to make the meaning simple for kids, then it changed the title to kids. But it's for everybody who is good. It's a promise of a happy place. But for anyone who respects and loves Allah, there are two amazing gardens waiting. Two Jannatan. Jannah means one. Jannatan means two gardens. So they'll have two gardens. After talking about the sad, difficult places, the Quran now tells us about the super happy places for good people. It helps us see how different they are. When it says respects and loves God, it means a few things. First, being careful not to do bad things. This is the first condition for for entering these two heavens. We need to always be careful. Two, always trying your best to do what makes God happy. Three, feeling amazed and respectful of how great Allah is and how wonderful everything He has made. So this is actually the image that it's tried, but I feel that garden and the heaven is beyond our imagination. It's way more beautiful than this. This is beautiful, yes, but we can find this in this dunya too. All right, let's go to the next. More description of the heaven. That's so beautiful. Zawata afnan. It means that full of branches. Afnan, branches, with lots of spreading branches. These gardens are packed with all kinds of trees, green plants, and beautiful nature. They are always full of life, pretty and fresh. فيهما عينان تجريان. In those two gardens, there are also flowing springs. In both of them are two springs flowing. Tajriyan, flowing. Springs, Ainan. A wonderful green garden needs water. These special springs never stop flowing, making everything fresh and beautiful forever. And the next says, فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان. Every fruit in pairs. You might say, oh, why we have two of each fruit? For example, two kinds for a banana, two kinds for apple, two kinds for um, mango, whatever. In both of them are two kinds of every fruit. Each fruit comes in two types. One kind you might know, and we ate it in dunya, and it's very familiar. And another kind is that super special and amazing, like nothing you have ever seen. You say, oh my God, is this a banana? I never knew that it's a banana. So it's like in a heavenly version of that, right? It's in a new form that you never saw. You never saw that, oh, apple could be like this. Apple could smell like that or taste like that. So one type is familiar to you. You can recognize it. One type from the same fruit, you can't even recognize it because you never saw or you never had it before. And another great thing, look at this silk. That's a beautiful, super comfy places inside. متكئين على فرش بطائنها من استبرق وجنى الجنتين دان. Resting in amazing comfort. They are resting on soft beds. The inside cover of these beds are made of fancy, shiny silk. This means people feel super peaceful and cozy. They got to relax on beautiful furniture made from the best materials you can imagine. If even the hidden part of these comfy beds is made from rich, shiny silk, which is a very special fabric, just think how wonderful the outside part must be. So the inner is silk. Imagine how the outer is going to be. It's too beautiful and grand to even describe. So this is just a review, a summary. Think about Allah's gift. Warning, help us when Allah tells us about the bad things that can happen, like hell. It's a kind way to help us. It makes us Want to be good so we can pick the right path before it's too late, and clear directions. These special words give us simple rules and good ideas to help us understand why we are here and how to get ready for our life with good later. Happy promises. God tells us about beautiful, never ending gardens. This makes us want to do good deeds and remember Allah so we can earn those happy places. Fair for everyone. On the special day when we go back to Allah, everyone will be treated fairly with justice. Good people will get reward, and people who did wrong will get what they deserve. It's perfectly fair. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So which of your Lord's good things will you say it's not true, or will you deny? This important question is asked again and again, 31 times in the chapter called Ar-Rahman. It helps us remember that everything Allah tells us, the warnings, the promises, and the hell and the heaven, all the messages are special gifts from Him. Let's think about them carefully and always try to do what is right. And we learned that in a hadith that after every time فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, we say لا بشيء من آلائك ربي أكذب. I do not deny any of your blessings, O my Lord. Now we have a game, and then we are going to read these ayats.